Alright, welcome back everybody. This is just going to be a short clip that I'm doing right now. I'll have to get on to recording the rest of this episode in a few days. I just had some major dental work done and I'm still a little...
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Stop! I'm still a little sore. But I at least wanted to show where the log cabin's at this point. And I think the last time we were here we didn't have any walls yet. But you can see now we've got walls. So I thought I'd at least record this part. Hopefully I don't sound too strange, but like I say, I still got some swelling. I'm a bit sore. The dentists are brutal. Don't have much of the floor in place there yet, but as you can see, we got walls up all the way around it now, so it's starting to look the part, like an actual log cabin. You see, we got a door and a couple of windows. Now this one, I want to put some shutters in here. This is actually a door I shrunk down. I might keep that, I don't know. It makes the windows...
Move faster. The sun is... It's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Your skin is not my problem. Oh, who killed the fox? Look, I just came from the dentist, man. You expect sympathy from me? Well, anyway. But I at least wanted to show how it's looking at this point. Got a door and a couple windows, and yeah, I'd like the shutters to be on there, but it does make the windows a lot smaller. Now, I don't know, I might go with just putting something, I moved those pieces. I might just put those in there to make it look like there's window panes. I haven't done a whole lot different down here yet. Added a few things. Not able to get these weapon racks to work properly yet. I don't know what the deal is there. But I added some chests here. Yeah, I moved the bench in there. It was outside. I added this one. This is going to be, if I can get it to work, I'm going to make a master storage and then link this to other storage containers. That'll be really helpful. It's something I really always wanted. So you've got one central drop-off point, and I'll probably put one of these on the first floor and one on the second floor. But the theory is you come down here and you unload everything you want to unload in here, and then maybe come over here to the alchemy lab. There'll be a container here that'll have all the ingredients and potions and poisons or whatever you put in there that's alchemy related will be in appropriate storage here. The same with weapons, armor, journals, gems, soul gems, whatever. So I'm still moving things around and still got the little there's a gem pit. There's a couple of gems I dropped in here earlier. Sounds like Serrano's stuck on something. But I only have a portion of the floor in place here. I wanted to make sure these doors were working right. But this is where it's at, so it's looking pretty good. The walls on the sides are only going to go about half as much higher, and then that's where the roof, I'm going to have a steep pitched roof. That's what it'll make contact. The ceiling is going to be somewhere at about that level. Would be the ceiling for the first floor and the floor of the second floor. Now, the other thing I was thinking of doing was adding on to the basement here. A small room, maybe something that goes from there out to about here. Out to here. Something that's maybe about 2/3 the size of this room. And then move all the crafting station into that room. Make this room just a dedicated crafting room. And then the basement will just become an armory. Nothing else. And just put like 8, 10, maybe 12 mannequins and some display cases and 15 or 20 weapon racks, that sort of thing. So that's something I'm considering doing. I'll have to get in the creation kit and throw some pieces down, see how it looks. And I may do something different with the forge and the smelter, because this thing takes up a lot of room. But in actuality, all you really need is the anvil, like you have with the Hearthfire houses. And so I may do something different with the smelter, you know, kind of create my own. We'll see. But I at least wanted to show this and see, you know, show off where it's at right now. Well, not really show off, but just show where it's at in this stage of the building process. So keep working on the basement, get that done. I'll probably up the walls a little bit more. I can't put any furniture and stuff in there again. I think I mentioned that before, until the first floor is done. Well, I can, but it's going to be easier. It's going to be easier without the floor in there to get stuff in place here in the basement. So I want to get that done first, and then I can start on the next floor. So anyway, that's where we're at. And like I said, I got to give myself a few days to heal up, and then we'll get on to recording the rest of this episode, so I don't sound like I've got a tongue 3 times its normal size. So anyway, we will continue on a bit later, so I'll see you in a few. Alright, well, I know we were going to get on with the rest of the Dawnguard quest line, and we just finished taking a look at the cabin, but it's been a few weeks and I've been doing some more work on it, so I thought we'd take a look at where it's at right now. And as you can see, we've got some more walls in place, and we've got our map marker. So I made some unique containers that are down in the basement now, and sometimes they're working, sometimes they're not. So you know, I've been loading some older saves with other characters, and let's just see what happens. One of those is well, everything looks right so far. Here's the my ingredients container, and it's working, everything's in place. All of these components they're not static objects. I had to make them static, and sometimes they were working, sometimes not. The same with the potion bottle collection up here, but everything's in place now. Sometimes they were still moving around, but everything's in place there. You see I have a custom enchanter here. Use some parts from Winterhold. So that looks pretty good. There's a soul gem container, and it's also working. All these containers are all standalone. They're not linked to anything else. That's something I may still do, but it's going to take a little bit of time to figure out how to do that. Making these custom containers was something I'd never done before, so there's a bit of a steep learning curve. But I'm really happy with the way all those turned out. And the basement is effectively done, barring any other little tweaks. Like I may add a banner or maybe another sconce somewhere. But it is, for the most part, done. And you can see I've got a custom armor storage here, custom weapons cache. Originally I made this one using actual Havoc weapons that I had to make not Havoc, and they still weren't working. They kept moving outside this barrel, so I had to go with the static ones, which is fine, but they have a little bit of a, these are the ones that you see on the load screen, so they have a little bit of a shadow around the edges of them, so they look kind of odd. But that was the only thing I could get working. But you can see they're all working properly. I took the safe and pushed it down a little bit, so yeah, sometimes when you drop items in here they're just floating, but usually if you walk into them, they'll hit the floor. And I pushed the safe down so those things wouldn't roll underneath it, in case you want to just drop a lot of things there and come back for them later. The weapon racks are working, but they don't work correctly, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. Here we go. This is what happens with the great swords. It sticks them up there. But like I said, they're working, but they're not okay. Sometimes you have to leave the cell and come back for all the weapon racks and plaques to work correctly. I'm not going to bother with that right now. The mannequins are all working. Display cases, these are working. You can put, well, let me grab something here. Here, let's see. So you can see those are all working, but the dagger displays refuse to work, so you have to drop those in there manually. So now that we got that done, alright, Serrano, stop messing around. This is kind of the custom forge. Actually, the anvil is not custom, but I put this in here because having an anvil by itself, it's kind of odd, you know, how are you heating up the metal before you hammer it out? So I got this brazier going right here. Obviously grindstone with chopping block. And the smelter, I shrunk this down a little bit because it was just really big. This is the deck that's going to go up top, and I may make some adjustments to it. I may make it a little bit smaller, so that smelter may have to move a little bit. Now we've started work on the first floor, and I've got a nice little bar in here, got some bar stools, got the fireplace, big bear, and some furniture. There's still a lot to do here. I got a few animal heads on the walls. I'm going to put some shelves in here, maybe some statues, some animal pelts, custom staircase. Let's see if Serrano follows me up here. No, she's going to stand there. It's not nav meshed. I don't know if that really matters. It shouldn't. She should just follow me up wherever. But yeah, it's kind of a custom bar here. I think I'm going to replace that piece. It's a bit big. Here's another master storage container linked to the one downstairs. So there's still a lot of work to be done here. But now that I got the basement done, the first floor is underway, and when this gets done, we'll start on the second floor and then get the roof on this puppy. So it's coming along real well. Well, that's going to be it for the house tour. So let's get a move on, Serrano. Welcome back, everybody. We are out in the Reach, on the way to Darkfall Cave, where hopefully we can get our hands on Auriel's bow. The Elder Scrolls led us to here, and we're out here wandering around in this dangerous place in the middle of the night. And why not? I mean, what is there to be afraid of out here? You know, except, oh crap, we got trouble. Sorry, Serrano. One of these is... damage. Alright, jewelry. Yeah, alright, I'll take that one. I probably shouldn't have raised that second one. Or actually, it might have been the third one. That dispelled my Drawer Lord. Alright, let's keep going. I guess we should have expected that. I mean... Is that a saber cat? Oh, but that one is. Come on, Serana. Get him. What are you waiting on? Iron arrows. Well, what am I thinking? Here. Alright, let's go find this cave. What happened to this cat? Something killed it. I wonder what's running around out here that's potent enough to take that out. 2 for 1. Serana raised the cat. Good. Serana, did you like my 2 for 1 deal there? Well, stop getting stuck on things. Alright, here we are. Let's see what we're gonna run into.
Oh.
Hey, I can grab that torch and make it really dark in here. Let's see if it's not dark enough. Oh, what are those sounds? I don't think there's anything down here. Come on, there's got to be a chest or something down here. A little bag of money. And just like that, my torch is burning again. Yep. Skyrim physics. Boy, you hear those sounds? Mushrooms. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. Come on. Teamwork. That was all Dragonborn action there. Alright, that clearly looks like a door. But I don't see any way to open it. Serana, look for a handle or something. Alright, I don't see anything. I guess we're going this way. Shrooms. Wow. Alright, we gotta do this one at a time, you hear me? I don't think this thing is stable enough for both of us.
I don't like the look of this.
Yeah, me either. Well, this was a whole lot of nothing. I could grab that moonstone, but what would I do with it? Well, this is a dead end. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, man. Where am I going? Stop! Oh, shit. I just saw a big-ass spider. He's right behind me! Nice. Oh, man. That was nuts.
Stay on your guard.
There's another one.
Not very impressive.
Here, let's get a couple more of these things going for us. We didn't get to soul trap any of these things. Look at this, Serana. We got a spider army. Sick. Army of creepy crawlies. Damn it, these things are... That's what I get for trying to pick that stuff after I've had too much coffee.
Wait. There you go.
Damn flipping spiders. Hello. I want the chest, not the damn skeleton. Yes, 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 no. I don't really need that. Serana, where are you? You're over here. Alright, I think we picked enough plants for now. Uh-oh, which way? Oh man, I hate these 50-50. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Look at that, there's a hole in the wall right there. Hey.
Oh, what is it?
No, good.
Let's go.
I probably should have enchanted her a ring.
These people were... Why would anyone want to set up camp here?
That's a good question. There's a note.
I wonder what happened to them.
I don't know. Let's see what this note says. Sister, I know that you'll come to find me, but it will be too late. If you find this letter, get out of this forsaken cave as soon as possible. We were fools to think we could live so close to such creatures and live peacefully. Blah, 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 blah. Well, that doesn't tell us too much. They won't be needing that anymore. Resist fire potions. Why would that be? Here's another door-looking thing. Now I want to open this thing. I'm sure it's... Oh, there's a tripwire. I want to know what's down here. Or did we already come through this way? This place is so confusing. Did we already come through here? I don't think so. No, we didn't. I see a
I like
troll.
the look of this.
Two trolls. Down. See if I think I can get him from here. Yep. Stop. Damn you. Well, you know what? Missed. Nice. Alright, chest. Flawless timing. Great. Hey, there's a ring. Well, Serana, if I find an enchanting table somewhere, maybe I'll enchant your ring. I don't know if we're going the right way or not. Oh, who's that?
Come forward. You have nothing to fear here.
I know I don't. I've got my troll army with me. See? Okay. Well, I got one of them. So who might you be?
I am Knight Paladin Gelabor. Welcome to the great chantry of Auriel.
Huh. This cave is a temple?
Auriel, Auriel, Halkosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the Snow Elves.
Snow elf. You look like a farmer.
I prefer Snow Elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers.
True.
Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the Betrayed.
Betrayed. Well, I'm imagining you know why we're here.
Of course. You're here for Auriel's bow. Why else would you be here? I can help you get it, but first, I must have your assistance.
Of course. How did you know we were here for Auriel's bow? I guess the only reason anybody ever comes here?
For the thousands of years I've served as the Chantry's sentinel, there hasn't been a single visitor here for any other reason. They request Auriel's bow, and I request their assistance. It's been repeated so many times, I can't imagine it any other way.
Okay. What did you need help with?
I need you to kill Archcurate Vertha, my brother.
Wait, what? You want us to kill your brother? Why?
The kinship between us is gone. I don't understand what he's become, but he's no longer the brother I once knew. It was the Betrayed. They did something to him. I just don't know why Auriel would allow this to happen.
What did these Betrayed do?
They swept into the Chantry without warning, and began killing everyone without pause.
Well, didn't you fight back?
The Chantry was a place of peaceful worship. I led a small group of paladins, but we were no match for the Betrayed's sheer numbers. They slaughtered everyone, and stormed the inner sanctum where I believe they corrupted Vertha.
Oh, I don't know why they didn't just kill him too, but do you even know he's alive?
He's alive. I've seen him, but something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. He just stands there and watches, as though waiting.
Have you tried getting into the inner sanctum yourself?
Leaving the way shrines unguarded would be violating my sacred duty as a Knight Paladin of Auriel. And an assault on the Betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only end with my death.
So you want me to do it instead? Nice. Why do you call us a way shrine?
Yes, let me show you.
Damn it. freaking vampires. You'd think there'd be a shrine to Auriel around here somewhere.
This structure is known as a way shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the Chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged with teaching the mantras of Auriel to our initiates.
What's that basin in the center signify?
Once the initiate completed his mantras, he'd dip a ceremonial ewer in the basin of the way shrine's center and proceed to the next way shrine.
So these initiates had to lug around a heavy pitcher of water. Marvelous. How long would they have to do that?
Well, once the initiate's enlightenment was complete, he'd bring the ewer to the Chantry's inner sanctum. Pouring the contents of the ewer into the sacred basin of the sanctum would allow him to enter for an audience with the Archcurate himself.
All that just to end up dumping it out? Makes no sense to me.
It's symbolic. I don't expect you to understand.
So, let's get this straight. We need to do all that nonsense to get into the temples so we can kill your brother and claim Auriel's bow.
I know how it all sounds. But if there was another way, I'd have done it long ago. The only way to get to my brother is by following in the Initiate's footsteps and traveling from way shrine to way shrine, just as they did. The first lay at the end of Darkfall Passage, a cavern that represents the absence of enlightenment.
How many more way shrines are there?
There are 5 in total, spread far apart across the Chantry.
These caves must be massive.
Caves? Oh no. The Chantry encompasses far more than a few caves, as you'll soon discover. But before I send you on your way, you'll need the Initiate's ewer.
So I need to fill this at each way shrine, is that right?
Once you've located a way shrine, there'll be a spectral prelate tending to it. They will allow you to draw the waters from the shrine's basin, as if you've been enlightened.
Okay, I guess we'll be going.
This may be the last time we're able to converse. If you have any questions before you leave, I suggest you ask them. Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey.
Okay, well, hang on.
Questions? I expected as much.
Tell me about these spectral prelates.
They're ghosts of the snow elf priests that tended the way shrines before being slaughtered by the betrayed. Through the grace of Auriel, they were restored to their spectral form to enable them to continue their duties.
Okay, well then they should be able to help us, right?
I'm afraid in their current form, they still believe the Chantry to be an active center of worship. They won't respond to you in any way other than believing that you're an initiate and you're undertaking the journey to the inner sanctum.
Oh, great. Okay. So what exactly is the Chantry of Auriel?
This is, or was, the epicenter of our religion. Most of the Snow Elf people worshipped Auriel. The Chantry was constructed near the beginning of the First Era to provide a retreat for those that wish to become enlightened.
Most snow elves?
Our empire had temples to some of the other deities. Trinimac, Ciribane, Yffrey, and Finister rounded out the rest. But those temples paled in comparison to the glory of the Chantry and its way shrines.
Okay, so the way shrines are part of the Chantry then?
Oh yes, they were an important part of the process here. They represented the steps the initiates took on the path to total enlightenment. Sadly, the magic used to construct these wonders were lost long before I arrived here.
Well, who were your people then? Because you say you were snow elf.
We were once a wealthy and prosperous society that occupied a portion of Skyrim. Unfortunately, we were constantly at war with the Nords, who claimed the land as their ancestral home.
It looks like the Nords won.
In a manner of speaking. We had always maintained an uneasy alliance with the underground-dwelling dwarves, and when faced with extinction, we turned to them for help. Surprisingly, they agreed to protect us, but demanded a terrible price. The blinding of our race.
Why would they do that? I can't imagine that everybody agreed to that.
There were splinter groups that resisted the agreement, and even some that sought alternate alliances. But when it was all said and done, those elves were either slaughtered, vanished, or gave up and took the dwarves' bargain.
Okay, so what turned your people into the betrayed? Was it Werther?
I've often asked myself that very same question. The blinding of my race was supposedly accomplished with a toxin. Certainly not enough to devolve them into the sad and twisted beings they've become.
So why weren't the snow elves here affected?
The Chantry is quite isolated, so it took some time for word of the dwarves' offer to reach us here. By the time the compact had been completed, it was too late for us to even attempt to intervene.
Is that why you have retained your site?
Correct. We only numbered perhaps 100 at the time, so our presence remained a secret to the dwarves and the Nords. Ironically, our undoing came at the hands of our own people.
You mean the betrayed?
Yes. They swarmed the Chantry in vast numbers until we were completely overrun. We never really stood a chance. I assume that the Archcurate was corrupted by them when they found a way to breach the inner sanctum.
Are there any others here like you?
Werther and myself are the only two snow elves that remain.
Wow. Okay, I guess we'll be on our way.
May Auriel watch over you.
I thought there was a book over here. I was thinking maybe it was a skill book.
Questions? I expected as much.
Oh, here goes nothing.
That wasn't as unpleasant as I thought it would be.
Whoa.
Kind of soothing, actually. I feel a little warmer now.
This place is very dark. I don't know how it's gonna look when it gets uploaded. Uh-oh. Hate these damn things. Check out these plants. Get close and they disappear. Yep, I knew it.
Who's there? I knew it.
Ah, Serana, man. I told you not to run in front of me. When are you gonna learn? Running in front of me, not a good idea.
I knew I heard something. Done and done. Die!
Should we get a couple of these idiots working for us? There. Now we run into any more, we'll let them do the dirty work. Because I got a feeling we're going to run into some more. Oh, shit. Damn it, what am I stuck on? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. What's that other one? Yeah, satchel. Huh, water breathing. I wonder if I need that. Who's that other one? Anybody? Anybody? Alright, let's keep going. I don't know if I'm going the right way or not, but... Alright, tripwire and a trap and... Let's see if I can... Yeah.
Hang on. Did you hear something?
Yeah, but don't run up there. There's a trap. Surrounded. No! Warned you about that. Alright, where'd he go? You alright? No, you're not alright. Well, there was a farmer here a second ago. I'm not going to mess with that thing. That can stay in there. This is like the opposite of breadcrumbs. I grab this stuff and I know I've been here. Oh, look at that. I didn't even see that. Well, there was a farmer here a second ago. There you are.
Wait.
Die!
Up and at him, boy.
Looks like these Falmer are here to stay. They must be here. Stay on your guard.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Who's there?
Got two more, Serana. Somewhere around here. Get up. We got more red dots. What happened to Serana? Hey, don't take off, man, huh? Uh-oh.
Done and done.
Ugh. Let's see if we can go anywhere up here. Nope. Dead end. Guess we're going this way. But I saw another red dot out here somewhere.
Stay on your guard.
Two of
Sure,
them.
I heard something. Wait.
Die!
Huh. Green blossom. I'm definitely taking that. I don't know what it does, but...
Show yourself! That'll teach you.
Sheesh. Where'd he go? I wanted to raise his stupid ass. There you are. Up and at him. You know the routine.
Who's there?
It's this way, Serana. Well, they were this way. Alright, where are you? Yeah, you did. They're over here somewhere. Oh. Come on, Serana, I can use a little help here.
Done and done.
I'm a little late. Oh, man. This shit never ends. That looks like a trap. It is a trap. I always break a lock on these freaking... I break a pick on these damn apprentice locks. I mean, at my skill level, that should not be happening. I'm liking these rare ingredients. You know, being like part-time alchemist and all. Guess we gotta go this way. Across the bridge. Wow, look at you, hands on your head and all. That's pretty funny.
Damn it.
Hang on there, Serana. We almost got him. Anybody else? Here, let's get these, keep getting these idiots working for us. I'm not sure which way we need to go. I'm not sure about a lot of things anymore. But there's a path going this way, so what the hell?
Never saw anything like...
Ow. Bastard. Meet my little buddy. Whoa. Do I need to be grabbing all these chore sets? Probably not. I got plenty of them. There's only a few. Alright. Man. Damn it. Let's see which way we gotta go. Well, there's two bridges here. I wonder if it matters which one we use.
She's there. You knew I
Where?
did something. That'll teach you.
Oh, man. This just keeps going. Alright. Glad I didn't step on that. Wow, that was nasty, but I don't miss any. Uh-oh. Go get them, zombies.
Test day for you.
Oh, do we need to go that way or this way? Let's go this way. Alright, another note. Strange why the cursed have set up so many traps near this stone barrier. I'm going to rest for a bit. Not take any chances. They set up those traps for a reason, and I'm not about to go rushing in to find out why. Just going to sit here, regain my strength, and possibly try and use the traps to my advantage. I like the way you think. But, you know, I gotta do stuff. You need to heal up. And clock on the wall says we need to wrap up this episode. But there is a lot more to this than what we're seeing here, so we're going to call this one good for today, Serana, and then next episode we're going to continue on Darkfall Passage.
Chains and traps. Be careful here. Whatever's on the other side of this, Alma wanted to keep it there.
You're probably right. And we'll find out next episode. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.